Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Reverend Father Boniface Nebo Acho. I'm a priest of the Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja and currently the vicar, that is associate priest of St. Benedict's Catholic Church, Lokogoma. And I also double as the ecclesiastical notary to the Archdiocese of Abuja of first instance. So that is just briefly about me, who I am, and what I do. I'm a priest. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Fundamentally, whatever understanding the church will have about breastfeeding stems basically from God's own expression and how He has put forth this as it has been handed over to us through the sacred scriptures and the tradition of the church. Fundamentally, for God and His people, the reference to the concept of the breasts and the action of breastfeeding expresses that of intimacy between God and His children. And that is why we read clearly, first and foremost, the first place in the Bible where this is referenced is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 25. And in order to nourish and nurture the children born from the union of man and woman, our Creator, that is God Himself, designed the female anatomy, that is the woman's body structure, for breastfeeding an infant. Now, this is clearly expressed in this text of Genesis chapter 49, verse 25, and I read very briefly. The Almighty God, who blesses us with the blessings of the breast and of the womb for nourishment and for protection. So, it is from, again, this backdrop or on this foundation that the church also really encourages the importance of initiating breastfeeding and at a very early stage, possibly throughout, exclusive breastfeeding by nursing or lactating mothers. And this is because of the importance that the church attached to this. First, to continue to establish and foster that intimate relationship between the child and the mother, invariably with the family, of course. And of course, very importantly too, to deepen the child's growth and give the child a better opportunity. See, recall very well in the Gospel of Luke chapter 11, verse 27. Now, while Jesus was speaking, a woman from the crowd, listening to Jesus, couldn't contain her joy. We hear that exclamation in this text when the woman said, "Wow, blessed is the womb that bore you and the breast that you suckled." That goes a long way to drive home the importance of breastfeeding and the impact of exclusive breastfeeding on the child, male or female. Of course, it helps them to develop their faculties better. You know, the exclamation of that woman boils down to the fact that she couldn't understand the kind of authority, the kind of, eloquence, the kind of audacity, the kind of passion, and the kind of power with which Jesus was doing what He was doing. So overwhelmed by this reality, she couldn't hide her joy, but rather give thanks to God. And if you notice very well, a child who is not properly breastfed will be malfunctioning, even mentally. All of these have effect on them. So the church therefore advocates, encourages, and admonishes parents to pay very close and serious attention to the exclusive breastfeeding, which should be initiated always when it is very, very needed, especially at the early stage of the child's growth. Would be mothers, as well as expectant mothers as well, that first we encourage you to pay very keen attention to exclusive breastfeeding, particularly in the first 6 months in the life of the child. And of course, the ongoing or continuous breastfeeding, this we encourage at least up to 2 years in the life of the child. Of course, this will take endurance, perseverance, and commitment, especially at a time and in a culture where we are becoming so busy and neglecting very fundamental responsibilities. Happy Breastfeeding Day, happy Breastfeeding Week indeed to all lactating mothers, would-be mothers, all our women, and indeed to the great human family. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.